This is Miss Hulett. I teach fifth grade at Jeff Davis Elementary. I'm going to talk to you a few minutes about life on the home front during World War II. And we're going to see how life then was similar to some things happening today. Now, in order to win World War II, our soldiers needed uniforms, guns, airplanes, and tanks. Our president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, pictured here, asked American factories to change from making consumer goods to making military goods. For example, auto factories like Ford and Chrysler, they began building planes and tanks instead of cars. You see that in the pictures here. The United States factories made more war supplies than the other countries that were involved in the war. My fifth graders should recognize these Rosie the Riveters working in the factories as well. We could not have won the war without them. Americans were united and focused on victory during World War II. Children went on scrap metal and rubber drives. Families planted their own victory gardens. Everyone, even children, made sacrifices to help win the war. You see the children here gathering up rubber and metal. These would be used to make supplies for the war. Here's families with their victory gardens. Remember, everybody had a role to win the war. Goods such as meat, sugar, and gasoline were rationed or limited. We had to make sacrifices on the home front so that our soldiers had what they needed. Also, we couldn't hog the items in the stores. We could only get our fair share of what was available. Look at this poster. It says, "Do with less so they'll have enough." That's talking about our troops. We had to make sure that they were taken care of. This poster explains rationing. It says rationing means a fair share for all of us. See, first the lady comes without rationing and she's able to buy out the whole shelf of the canned goods. When this lady comes to purchase some, there's not any left. But down here, they each get a little bit. Maybe not all that they'd like to buy, but they get a little bit. And that's how rationing helps us. It helps everyone get a fair share. Notice the sign in the store. It says, "Loyal citizens do not hoard." Hoarding means you're stockpiling items, and they certainly didn't want people doing that in World War II. Now, how does life on the home front during World War II relate to life today? Well, just like citizens in America during World War II, we all have to work together doing our part to defeat the coronavirus that is spreading throughout the world and our country. I know you've heard of the coronavirus. That's why we've been out of school to help stop the spread. Sometimes you've heard the coronavirus called COVID-19. Now, our president pictured here, Donald Trump, he's asked some American factories to stop producing consumer goods and begin producing healthcare items such as medical masks and hand sanitizer. These are items that our healthcare workers and citizens need to help win this war with the coronavirus. Notice here, this furniture manufacturer in Washington State, they're making medical masks instead of furniture. This perfume factory, they're making hand sanitizer instead of perfume. So just like life on the home front during World War II, stores today are having to ration or limit certain items that are in high demand. Your parents are probably having a hard time finding items such as Lysol, bleach, alcohol, hand soap, and toilet paper. Even some of our food items are scarce, such as milk and bread. Hopefully, rationing these items will help them to become more available in the coming days. Notice these shelves. I'm sure if you've been to any store with your parents lately, you've noticed the empty shelves. Also, look at this sign. It says, due to high demand and to support all the guests, we'll be limiting the quantities. See, they limit how many disinfectant wipes you can buy, hand sanitizer, water, toilet paper. That's been a big item that's been hard to find. So let's remember to only buy our fair share so that we have enough for everyone. Now, ways to stop the spread of germs. That'll help prevent diseases like COVID-19 or other respiratory diseases. It's just common sense stuff. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Cover your cough or your sneeze with a tissue and then throw the tissue in the trash. Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently surfaces that are touched a lot. Stay home when you're sick, except to get medical care. And before you go to the doctor, be sure and call the office and let them know that you need to come. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Maybe sing the birthday song or the ABC song. That'll help you stay within that time frame. So just like life on the home front during World War II, we all have an important role to play to defeat this virus that is spreading in America. If we all follow the prevention methods that have been created and avoid purchasing more items than we need in the stores, we will be victorious. Let's all remain united and focused on victory. Hopefully, our lives will be back to normal very soon. Now, in the comment section below, I want you to tell me at least one way in which you are helping to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. I'm looking forward to your remarks. This is Miss Hulett. I love you and miss you, and I hope to see you very soon.